In May of 2008, Alex Jones, obviously jealous over Ron Paul being able to go on TV, ask for money, and 15 seconds later get gold bullion thrown at him, announced that he wanted to hold a money bomb starting at 6 p.m. on May 30th in order to buy a bigger radio station. I guess one day a week on KLBJ out of Austin, Texas wasn't reaching the crowds like he intended. His goal was a lofty one: get 20,000 people to donate $100 apiece. If you're any good at math, 20,000 times 100 equals $2 million. Given their past ability to donate tens of thousands of pennies towards the truth movement activities, like the $1,030.50 they've scraped together for flyers, $2 million seemed like trying to jumpstart a car with your face. Needless to say, 12 hours into it, they were staring at less than 50,000. Things looked better at the end of the first day of this one-day-only event, for as the clock struck midnight on June 1st, they were looking at $200,000, or 20,000 times 10. Alex, despite saying $2 million was his goal and ignoring the fact that 200 grand is 10% of $2 million, declared his money bomb a huge success. It was so successful he extended it to the 2nd of June, where it went to a staggering 225,000. And after trying again on June 6th, he had a grand total of almost 230,000. Tried going before the fall, he extended it again on the 8th, where it once again failed to crack the 250,000 mark. 6 months later, there has been no talk of another one. He must have spent it all on bullhorn cords. If he really wanted to make some cash, he would have left his name off of it and named it the Hot 9/11 Truth Chicks Money Bomb. Because if there's one thing they got going for them, those moonbats have some eye candy. Hell, I would have donated to that. What amazes me more than watching truthers not admit when they're wrong is when they refuse to stick up for their beliefs. Jason Robo, I'm looking straight at you. On July 31st, Robo boarded Delta Flight 1165 and promptly started decorating the plane with 9/11 was an inside job stickers. After the flight crew reported his actions, the plane was evacuated and Robo was arrested for disorderly conduct and interfering with aircraft operation. Once detained and given the opportunity to inform the masses of the lies in the official story, Robo went from brave truth crusader to humble blubbering vajayjay, describing his Infowars.com and inside job stickers a joke in an attempt to avoid punishment. Way to go, Hoss. Spread that truth. As September rolled around, so did the 7th anniversary of the most tragic day in our nation's history. We Are Change changed their front page to label 9/11/08 as Now or Never, and even had a guest appearance by our old friend Mr. Chippin. You read that number correctly. They managed to overturn enough sofa cushions to donate $1,815.55 to support this event. I'm not going to mince words when I say that total is pathetic, coming from a group that brags about having Rosie O'Donnell in their ranks. Rosie, if you didn't know, made a fortune being a fat, annoying bitch on TV. Hoping to top the crowd of less than 500 that showed up the year before, guests were asked to RSVP ahead of time. And they did. All 151 of them. Showing the respect and grace that defines the truthers, on the 11th, upon reaching the We Are Change site, you were greeted with this nice little pop-up reminding you of what day it was. Stay classy, tinfoilers. It must have been some event, as attendee Christian Vance boasted that there were thousands of truthers there. A quick look at the numbers from that site that promoted the event says otherwise. Attendees on the 11th for the 8 a.m. event, estimated 129. For the 11 a.m. event, 9. And at 8:15 p.m., Bob Schaefer talked with Leonard Lopate in front of an audience of 2. Coincidentally, that was also the number of people who showed up for the first day of street actions. Part-time sit-in host for the Alex Jones Show and full-time Unsecured Coins bitch boy Jason Burmis even lamented about the low numbers, stating he wished there could have been more. Dylan Avery chalked up the meek showing to high gas prices. If that was the case, you figure a movement that's growing larger every day would learn how to carpool. Then again, that would also require some of them to be old enough to have driver's licenses. If you can't beat the government, you might as well join them. 2008 being an election year and all, it was no surprise to find truther names on all the ballots. Kevin Barrett, known for his YouTube video where he's stumbling through his lines for a 9/11 chant and a Guy Fawkes mask, ran for Congress. Carol Brule ran for a House seat. Cynthia McKinney, running on her claim that 5,000 people were murdered after Hurricane Katrina by American soldiers, went big and went for the White House. With that lurking machine known as the Truth Movement behind them, Crack Pottery was sure to win big over those two guys in that smoking hot baby-making ditz from Alaska, right? That really depends on who you're asking. Barrett declared victory based on the amount of money spent on his campaign, which appeared to be in the neighborhood of around $50 or $60 in reference to the number of votes he received, which was totaled to be 8,160. That accounted for 2% of the votes in a district that Barrett claimed was 22% truther inhabited. In comparison, 17,446 voted to have a paralyzed pornographer as California governor in 2003. Carol Brule managed 7,090 hanging chads, or 4% of her votes, but still lost in daring fashion, which was sad, since she had a nifty YouTube video and everything to help her campaign. But what was really sad was Cynthia McKinney's turnout. Wanting so badly to return to Washington so she could assault more cops, Sluggo could only cringe at the fact that she finished 6th in a 9-way race for the presidency. On a positive note, her almost 160,000 total votes far surpassed the 152,000 votes McCain received from the entire state of Delaware. But that doesn't take away from the paltry 0.11% of the total votes from the nation. DC cops everywhere let out a huge sigh of relief knowing they were safe from the holy right cross of doom for another 4 years. All in all, I think it's safe to say that with every day that goes by, the death rattle of the Truth Movement grows louder. If Edmund Burke's saying that all that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing is true, then that's what you're getting from the good guys out of the Truth Movement. Nothing. Except for news stories about them getting arrested for trespassing, disorderly conduct, aiding and abetting federal income tax evaders, murder.
Whistles go woo!
Yeah. Good, wholesome, God-fearing American patriots these guys are.